Hey all, Kurt Celso here from TGT at C2E2 2011. We're here with Chet of Pulp21.net. How you doing today, Chet?
Not bad.
You know, it's the first time I've seen you at this convention. I've loved the art style from the sketches you've done. You have a great thing. But tell us what Pulp21 is all about.
Pulp21 is about serializing genre fiction, horror, crime, mashes of it, science fiction, and getting it into print after we collect enough material, to finish the story.
So who are you working with in this particular project?
Richard Basie, who handles two of the features, Mr. Ugly and Fight Boy, and then we have Casey Ontiveros, who is our webmaster and cat wrangler, basically. He keeps us in line. He's abusing us verbally on the internet, making sure we're getting stuff done. So.
Well, you just released Pulp21.net yesterday. Congratulations on that website launch. It's an amazing site. I love it. But let's talk about some of the works that you have here. Let's start off with Mr. Ugly.
Okay, well, Mr. Ugly, the catchphrase for that, and I don't know too much about it just yet. Richard's still kind of putting quite a bit of it together, but it's have the time of your life going to hell. So if that gives you any kind of indication, it's a horror story, but it's very bent, he's kind of taking cues from guys like Morrison and Ennis and stuff like that. So there's a bit in there about a demon's head getting the flesh scraped off of it, and then it's smoked as drugs. It's really out there. I love it. And so Fallout, New Mexico is the story that I'm doing, and it's going to hopefully debut next week. I have to see how everything goes with the show going on, how fast I can finish it. But it is a science fiction crime story or murder mystery that's kind of a passage to the old 50s, science fiction tropes and stuff like that. And the idea basically is Fallout is Roswell, but it takes on the name Fallout because of all the disastrous, weird science that bustles, comes about there after the alien crash landing actually didn't go private, if you believe it actually happened, whatever, it blew public. So they decided, okay, it's out in the open, who cares, we're gonna go ahead and do something with it, with the city. And so a very powerful figure in the city is murdered, and Cooper, the main character, gets pulled back into having to deal with all that reluctantly. And it's the story of him and a couple other people trying to figure out what's going on. And then Fight Boy, very simply, is basically Astro Boy meets RoboCop. It's pretty bonkers stuff. And then After Hours is a crime/horror story. It's kind of a revenge story, but it becomes a twisted buddy movie in a weird way. After Janice, the main character in the short that we have available in the primer, runs across another character when we get further into that story. It's going to be a while before I get back to that one. I'm going to finish Fallout first, but the story we have available in the primer is a satisfying introduction to everything, and it makes a complete story in and of itself. So.
Good stuff. Being at C2E2, this great Midwest convention, you meet a lot of people coming through. What has been the reaction to the various aspects here?
Confusion, to be perfectly honest. I think we might just have a little too much, and that we're trying to push out there. And it took me, several minutes just to tell you what we have, trying to figure out a better way to distill it all down, good beats. And I'm new to this, so we're learning as we go. So.
Well, then, what personal experiences are you going to take away from C2E2 when it all closes?
So far, refine my game, and how we get the message out there. I've loved the show. The show's great. I wasn't a big fan of the Rosemont show. I went to that a few years ago, but this is very much more comic-centric, and I really like that. I mean, there seems to be a lot of activity in Artist Alley and everything, so I think that's great.
Well, Chet, I'm going to get you back to your booth there. You've done a great job. I love the interview, and I love the comics. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you do. Love to have you guys on the show as well, and thanks a lot.
Our pleasure. Thank you.